everyone, it's Morphin Mania time. I'm Captain Logan.
I'm Mark.
There's DJ. And now you know how long the lag is. Thanks a lot for being here, folks. We're going to watch some more Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Predictably, we're at the halfway point. We're going to go to the Rock Star and something about an ancient mirror. I don't immediately remember this, but I'm sure it will come back to me.
It's a powerful ancient mirror.
Yeah, it sure is. Thanks for watching this live. If you're doing that, thanks for watching this in next year, in 2019. If you're doing that, if you're watching this later, make sure to get out your Netflix or your DVDs, however you want to watch this. Make sure you're watching episode 30 of season 1. It's the Rockstar. And if you're watching live, you can use the link in the description for the Rabbit Room, and you can watch exactly what we're watching as we're going through it. And we're just going to jump right into it. A couple of other kind of not major and probably mediocre episodes, but let's see how they are. Here we go. Everybody, please press play right now. We only have 30 more episodes of After 10,000 Years I'm Free, guys.
But at least 100 episodes of this song.
Well, that's true. We do have a lot of episodes of this song, but we actually won't have to listen to anyone say anything after this. It will be completely worthless.
Well, luckily you're not doing any Neo Saban, because then you'd have to listen to the song again.
But not as good and kind of teeny boppery.
Yeah.
And it's awful. I don't know why I get really hung up on, like, I'm just irritated by Rangers together. I hate that. I don't know why. It makes me want to kill people.
It's terrible.
I'm more bothered because they just got lazy and just like, the only song anyone knows is this one. Just use it. We know it's new kids, but, you know.
I really think part of that was trying to get the mega fans more interested.
And you should have made a better show that was more connected with continuity.
I'm completely with you there.
No, that would have been fine, I get. But even then, the mega fans aren't going to be the ones. It's not the mega fans. It's the 30-year-old. It's the 30 to 40-year-old parents who haven't watched it since they were kids.
Yeah,
they're selling it like we often sell video games to kids through their parents, right? Some of that going on. Now we've talked about this. Do you mind It's Morphin Time?
What do you mean?
Bringing it back?
Yeah.
Like every show has to do It's Morphin Time?
Yeah, I don't like that.
You don't like that either? Okay.
Because they're not
just because the question is everyone has their own theme song and their own call.
It would have been fine if we always did it.
Yeah.
One of the things that makes it worse is the 25th anniversary special makes it canon that certain shows are in other dimensions and certain ones aren't, which means we have It's Morphin Time for no good reason in Dino Charge, which is in a continuity that never had Mighty Morphin. And I'm not saying that, like, it's a bad thing if different dimensions maybe came to that independently because they are morphing. Like, I guess whatever. But things like that, if it's in another dimension, it should have its own call.
How much you want to bet we go back to the beginning of the Dino Charge season and they know what Rangers are?
In which one?
Dino Charge?
Yeah.
How much you want to bet we go back and they're like, oh, we're Power Rangers. Cool.
I mean, when we brought Coda from there, they didn't do that, but where is it?
Isn't there
a crossover?
Isn't there a crossover?
I'm not sure.
Because they're dinosaurs? I thought there was a Mighty Morphin thing. They were wrong.
No, I don't think they did that.
Okay.
I don't think they did that. I forget.
They did a really cool one in Ninja Steel with the Red Alien Ranger and the Red Ninja Storm Ranger.
Oh.
Cinematographic says, don't get me started on Overdrive Accelerate.
This is what they do to Morph. They roll the wheel on their Morpher.
Is that what they do?
Yeah.
Wait, Overdrive?
Yeah.
I thought Overdrive was the sunglasses.
No, that's Jungle Fury.
That's Jungle Fury. Okay.
That's the dumbest.
Is this another kid that's voiced over by someone else? It is, isn't it?
It's a famous bully. Wait, so he calls his cousins like there's these bullies we beat up on him all the time. And now he's seeing him. He's like, oh, but it's just this overweight man, and you're a martial artist. In what way is this a victory?
He's like, I've heard a lot about you. For some reason, my cousin doesn't have any other stories. He just talks about people falling in cake. And
at some point, someone should be like, at least Bulk and Skull are always like optimistic. Like they can do nothing but fail, but they're always happy.
They're role models, really.
Yeah, we should all aspire to be so jolly and not be put down by the harshness of life. Wait, they just stopped.
They just walked
on
away.
their way to go fishing. They stopped to beat up Bulk and Skull.
They deserve it.
Who are minding their own business eating pizza.
I mean, it's really hard to deal with the different voice in that kid's mouth, man.
They always do that. I'm going to show you in Dino Thunder.
Why are they doing that?
They do it in
Dino Thunder did it?
Yes, there's a little creepy girl who talks with a 40-year-old woman voice.
I don't immediately remember that, but... David says, these Power Rangers are obviously just a colorful Cobra Kai.
That's true.
Yeah, before martial arts,
I immediately.
That's where I was going. I used to get up in the morning and go, oh, God, I don't have any self-esteem. I can't do anything. Where's the rest of my body? That's translucent.
He just did this head shake when his cousin was like, I want to be a Power Ranger when I grow up. He just head shake where he's just like, that's dumb.
It's never going to happen.
Also, it doesn't pay anything, so, you know.
But you get to wear these cool communicators that weren't supposed to teleport, but they do.
Rescue pays. That's a job.
Yeah?
They probably got a 401k and everything.
SPD's probably also a job.
The SPD is a job. They're police.
This voice.
Oh, man! What are we going to do?
I wish that was Axelrod.
I wonder... That would be the best! What are we going to do? But, it's like somebody didn't tell that kid he wasn't in a cartoon. I mean, I know it is sort of a cartoon, but you wouldn't voice it like it's a cartoon. What is this music?
I don't
Putty
know.
music.
What is that? Putty should have their own music. But if I say that, it would be like really irritating and sing-songy.
Wait. I know that voice.
Yeah?
Yep.
Just from an anime?
She's Izzy on Digimon.
There's a woman voicing that kid's voice?
Yeah.
Well, that's messed up. So they just voice it like a...
They voiced it like an anime.
It looks like a map.
Oh, is this a Genie episode?
No, we saw that.
You already saw that?
Already, yeah. That's earlier in the season. It looks like a map.
There's another
It's
shaky
a map.
cam.
It's a map. It's a map. It's a
Which
map.
makes sense because
It's a map!
just popped up all over his monsters.
Is that a pun?
When it's shaking the command center, you guys don't have like inertial dampers or anything in your command center?
Well, no, they want to be on the ground with the people.
Well, yeah, but they could still have something that would stop the place from shaking. I feel like they have that kind of technology, maybe. Aren't they from space or something? Check out this map. Yeah, this was really distracting when I watched this before.
It's like an Indiana Jones thing.
Yeah. We brought back the old Goldar voice.
So are these just being done out of order or what? Like, what is the explanation?
For what?
For what?
Goldar.
I don't
back and forth.
I don't know. I always, yeah, that's what I always assumed, is that we must have, because the way Fielding talks about it, it seems like they had all of these written before they even started, which is weird because you could go back and rewrite stuff that doesn't line up great when we find out about new Sentai footage, but they didn't do that. And like, if memory serves, he said he came in and voiced all of it in like a day and a half.
Okay.
And if that's right, if I'm remembering that right, then I guess it's possible that they gave one actor scripts out of order and then they recast him. Is that possible?
Yeah.
That's the only way it would happen, right?
This monster is basically the movie Putties.
That's true. Once again, a hoodie that only Zach could pull off.
Is he, though?
If anyone is, it's him, but I'm with you. I don't know. Oh, no, these rocks are holding me down to the sand.
I'm really heavy, guys.
Somehow this electric effect is going over my hand, too. We gotta go find that kid with the weird voice that doesn't go at all with his body.
So wait.
Jason's the kind of guy who pronounces Jeremy Jeremy.
Jeremy. Go find Jeremy.
I feel like that's a different voice.
Nice. I think she's just like pitching it a little bit lower this time.
Like he hit puberty in between scenes.
That's his.
She built a backstory for him,
right? It's a big character thing, you know, and now he's got to prove his manhood. Oh hey, I just went through puberty. It's time to go help the Power Rangers.
And I too can have self-confidence.
And I won't disappear. Cinematographic. This is a proto Justin.
Did you see that shot? Billy didn't go with them, so they just like cropped the shot of all of them together. Billy's foot was like sticking out the side.
That's awesome.
Oh, I wish I'd seen that.
This feels like even a bigger difference in color than normal.
Yeah.
Moving to the Sentai footage. Really muted red on the Red Ranger. Look at that monster. No, it's like if you had the movie putties and a shark.
Yeah, killer King Shark.
King Putty Shark.
Why does his head look like a shark?
Because he's probably like...
Well, that's cool. He knocked him in the pool.
Or something.
Oh no, he just threw boy. Again, I know I go to this a lot, DJ, but where is this in Angel Grove? Well, at least there was a palm tree.
This looks like a resort.
Okay. This could be there. And again, at least there's a palm tree.
Whoa, we just did the page turn. Did you see that?
Yeah. It's weird when they do those kinds of transitions because they don't do them often.
Yeah.
They're really jarring.
I feel like Beetleborgs did a lot.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong.
I think they did. But that made sense because it was supposed to be like a comic book thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess they do those kinds of transitions, but they're usually more muted than that weird big one. And remember that odd one we saw a few episodes, DJ, where it was like 3 segments?
Yeah. Kind of Star Warsy.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like when you're a water creature.
That's
consistent. We do that with water creatures all the time. The Aquatarians have that filter on them too.
It's awful.
Yeah, you get real sick of it real quick.
I'll hide, like in that book I read, The Lord of the Rings.
Hey, John, if you're still watching live right now, just go to the rabbit room in the description and you can sync us up with this better because you can see exactly what we're watching. We're streaming the show that we're watching. You don't have to sync up with us on Netflix. Ciro says Beetleborgs reboot never.
I mean, Beetleborgs always have better costumes. Like they're cool, armored, they're shiny.
We'll see one in Wild Force.
We sure will.
Yeah, and Forever
Red. No, we'll see like 3.
Yeah, I think it's all of them.
And I think there's one that like they never used in the show that shows up in that episode.
That's right. I'm not sure.
Is that a super putty? Does he have the crazy hands?
No, he's got normal hands.
Or does he have normal hands? No, he's got normal hands.
Oh.
Everybody's saying YouTube's a few seconds behind Rabbit. It's still better synced though than if you try to do it on your own, at least after the fact. David, I was going to say the same thing. I just didn't know who would appreciate it. That kid looks like the kid from Sequest. Yeah, a little bit. I almost said that.
No one knows what that is.
I know. I watched Sequest just today.
It'd be ridiculous for you to do like any kind of like channel stuff.
Wouldn't it be ridiculous if I spent a bunch of time watching a season of that show?
You did like a month of Sequest, and that would be absurd.
We're not doing that. We're not doing a month of Sequest. but we are doing season overviews. We're gonna do 3 videos. We're doing season overviews. Oh, and Adam and I are buying hats. Did I tell you that?
No.
We're gonna buy Sequest hats for it.
Are you really?
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna buy hats.
Sell those?
Yeah.
Who would buy those? Other than you.
Couple of morons doing a show nobody will watch.
You finally found your
Jonathan Brandis, that's his name. Yeah, I don't think it'll be 0 views, but yeah, we're gonna buy these. We're gonna buy these $35 hats for the show that like 100 people are gonna watch. Because we're committed. You know, we've been using the Scorpina monster mode a lot lately, DJ.
Yeah, she's been in here consistently for like 6 episodes.
You know, I will say at least the Sydney footage is on like a beach and stuff. It looks like it could be California, except that it's in Sydney footage, so you immediately are imagining you're in Japan. Way cool.
He just wrote the song for SPD.
Yeah.
I don't think it had way cool in it, though.
No, but Power Rangers to the Rescue is what.
Power Rangers to the Rescue. Does anybody else want to hear what that kid actually sounded like? So we can, I'm sure, be like, it was fine. Just use it.
Do you think they're all like Bond girls where they have like really thick accents? Like they just cast them for their looks and they're like, well, we know you can't act.
They all have New Zealand accents.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
That might be what it is.
Well, they weren't shooting in New Zealand yet.
No, they were shooting in LA, clearly.
Yeah, they were in LA. So that doesn't make any sense at all.
They just got like a real thick like surfer bro accent. And they just didn't think.
And they mostly just replaced kids' voices. They're not replacing anything else. Was it just like, it's a dumb kid, we're not going to mic him? I don't know what it is.
Well, he's going to act terribly. We know this, so we'll just dub over him.
Oh, no, don't do it.
Wait, but the mirror was open. Why didn't they just, like, whatever?
I was imagining being on set when you have to do a scene like that, where it's like, okay, everybody yell something different. We didn't write any of it down. Just, here's the situation, yell something. For a second, the Megazord's arm looked like it was blue, and I don't know how that happened. It's like the light hit it weird.
Have you guys gotten to the episode where there's the giant Japanese boy hiding behind the Megazord?
No.
Not yet.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
Pretty sure we remember that.
Well, it's almost a blink and you miss. Like they do their best to cut around it, but there is clearly a Megazord-sized child hiding behind the Megazord's leg.
But David, the thing is, it seems like a policy because he says maybe the kid's line delivery was so bad they had to ADR all of it, but they've done it with every kid in the show.
Maybe they're all bad.
I guess.
Or they just assume they're good. Or it's some kind
But they haven't done it with any adults.
Or it's some kind of union thing, maybe.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah. Because no acting is too bad for the show.
They're protecting the kids' identities by changing their voice or something.
Wow, you guys are awesome.
Wow, your suits look a lot bunchier in person.
Imagine it's Morphin time.
It's real bad around the neck.
Thomas says kids are kid ugly.
Wait, was Tommy just not in this episode at all? Didn't even mention him.
Did we see him at the beginning?
No, because it was just him and Jason walking around. Maybe this is an earlier episode, and that's why Goldar had the old voice.
That's possible.
Yeah, but guys, it has to be post Green with Evil because Scorpina's here.
Yes.
I don't think they care about that.
No. They could have just used footage earlier. Right?
Yeah, but they still have her voice.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is they cast the same actress. So they shot it
Goldar at some point.
Right.
Then we'll replace everybody.
So basically what you're saying is they shot this earlier, but it's in sequence here because it's Scorpina?
Maybe. I don't know.
Like why is it in the sequence? Because they treat Scorpina as a new character reveal. So you can't do her earlier.
I don't know.
I mean you could, because the show will just do whatever.
Yeah.
Like they could, but they didn't. David, it was
there is no good
choice.
explanation for Goldar's voice.
No, but that's happened already. We've dealt with that several times. We've been going back and forth ever since Green with Evil. We've seen it at least 2 or 3 times.
All right, but that's what we're trying to figure out is why. Why does it go back?
I know we're trying to figure that out, but I thought we were also trying to figure out why Tommy's not in this episode.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
I just thought it lended to that.
Yeah, but that's the bigger mystery. Because we figured out a possible explanation for the Goldar voice thing. But that doesn't explain why Tommy's not here at all.
What if they just recorded 2 audio tracks and they just randomly picked one?
They couldn't even remember. That's really funny. I doubt that's what it is.
Why are we making
because they used the second guy
and Goldar 01
forevermore? But like, it would have been really weird if it happened with Zordon too.
That's true.
Okay, second episode for today. We're gonna do Calamity Kimberly, and let's go ahead and just jump right into it. So once again, if you're watching live, use the rabbit room in the description. You can see exactly what we're playing. We might be a couple seconds behind, but we'll be more or less synced up. And if you're watching this after the fact, make sure you're watching episode 31 of season 1. And here we go. Everybody, please press play right now. David says Jason has Dean Cain hair.
Well, Dean Cain would have Jason hair. Well, I mean, Dean Cain's older, but I don't know of him being on television before Lois and Clark. So as far as I'm concerned,
I mean, I'm sure he was in something.
I'm
right?
sure he was.
But yeah, Lois and Clark is just a couple of years after this.
Yep.
I wonder if Tommy was in the opening credits for last episode too.
I think he was.
Jason Frank.
Yeah, like that was an episode airing thing. So I mean, like, it's not like Netflix got the order wrong.
Well, no, of course not. Yeah, I wouldn't think. That looks like it's just a name.
Zero
like
says 30 episodes down, 115 to go. Well, that doesn't make it feel like it's going to take forever.
That just lightly fell. And then...
Wait, it didn't shatter, but we had a shatter sound?
Yeah.
Could we just have another take where we break the freaking lamp?
It didn't even hit the ground. It's hanging by the cord.
Yeah, you said lightly. It didn't even touch the ground.
Like she doesn't know what she looks like when she just woke up. Like, I think it's supposed to be like a bad hair day, but
I think we're supposed
you
to...
You don't wake up and know you're having a bad hair day. You go and try to do something with your hair.
Eric, what I'm finding is that we're supposed to completely use our imagination for this scene.
Yeah.
Imagine that lamp...
terrible.
Imagine she looks absolutely horrible. And remember, like, Amy Jo Johnson is a really attractive woman, but we have made her look bad before. Like we've had an episode or two where she was supposed to look really awful, and they managed it.
Wait, what was wrong with it?
Hey, Kimberly, we're not following you. We're not in your head at all. We don't know what's going on. There are a lot of earthquakes in the show. We should be counting earthquakes. Are we still counting earthquakes?
Yeah, we're already on 7.
I think that broken mirror was already on the floor. I don't think that's the same mirror.
She threw it down the bed! Or the broken, shattered glass mirror. She just threw it on the bed. And it did another breaking sound.
It's a perfect time to get Kimberly. Yeah, nobody understands what Kimberly's doing. It's the perfect time to get her.
What you don't know is this how she begins all of her days?
I like how Rita just talks like a 5-year-old watching the show. Like, it's not even destroy or anything. It's just, let's get her. The Samurai Fan Man.
Well, you told me to explain it to you, so I stopped and was explaining it to you.
I feel like maybe there's nothing that can make you happy. That's... Remember the Samurai Fan Man?
I do now.
Yeah. He's got that giant beard. That luscious beard.
What, she just not use her umbrella? Oh.
Oh.
What happened to it?
They get struck by lightning.
Oh, look, I look terrible. I'm all wet.
Okay, so you guys might want to call me dense, but I'm not getting until this scene that she's having a bad day. Now I'm getting that she's having a bad day. Wasn't completely sure what was going on in the bedroom. I find it amusing that you're wet and your umbrella got struck by lightning. How did that happen? Okay, but if your notebook popped open and it fell in the mud, you'd know it was going to look like that.
Yeah.
Did mud rain from the sky and go inside the notebook? And now we get dressed for the weather success, Balkan Skull. They're ready for rain.
Well, Bulk's about to get into like a B-52 bomber.
Well, he's worn that thing before. And we're still doing that.
Yeah.
Ah, you banana brains.
Banana brains.
Okay, so for the record, he's bullying now, okay? He's kind of bullying right now.
Yeah, because this is one opportunity to do it because Skimbley's having a bad day.
You did miss the episode where Balkan Skull picked up Billy and shook him upside down.
Punch him. Yeah. Okay. Sure. This episode, they're the bad guys. Yep. That's like Tom and Jerry, where like Tom's only the bad guy like every 7th episode.
This is more like Tommy and Jerry, really. That's pretty good. That's where he says it.
Wow.
Balkan Skull should get their own TV show, and they almost did. They shot a pilot.
It's really bad.
I've heard that. I've never seen it.
Oh, is it out there? Can you get it?
Apparently so. Yeah.
It's on the
It's he's got the box set. We know you own the box set.
A really nice one.
The first one they put out.
Okay. Which is still really nice. Oh.
Oh yeah, it's the set where you put like several seasons in one box. You remember that?
There's like a bonus disc. It's got Zed's Monster Heads, his Karate Club class.
Oh, and it's the Karate Club class on DVD?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Which is, I'm sure, where the version on YouTube that somebody had came, or maybe they ripped it from the VHS. I don't know.
Sure. Alpha's Magical Christmas. We should do that.
We should.
Christmas episode.
We are still going to do the karate video. I have every intention of doing that. We're talking about trying to figure out how to do it remotely so that DJ can do it with us.
That is the weirdest video.
No, we're gonna do it, man.
I haven't seen that since I was a kid.
I really want to do it. We're not just gonna watch it. We're gonna do it.
I also feel like maybe as a kid I was disappointed that was what it said it was. Like there was no Power Rangers action. It was just like do these things.
It's an exercise video.
I know. I don't think I knew that when I rented it.
We're gonna do it, man. We're gonna exercise.
Can't wait.
We'll have to do it like shortly after White Ranger. Maybe we'll do it like right after season 2. We'll want to wait until White Ranger shows up.
In the Fish Islands.
I think you're in a music video. Yep, you're in a music video.
Kat might be in like a minority hair here. Her hair looks great. I guess
only in the Fish Islands. Does it look great because it's distorted, Eric?
That might be.
Is that why it looks great?
No, just I don't know. What are they doing? Are they? What is that?
Sometimes it's really nice to have somebody sitting next to me.
Oh wait, what were they doing?
DJ, what was that exercise? Have you ever done that?
Yeah, it's a thing. They were not doing it, but it's a thing.
What is it supposed to be?
Have you ever seen one of the Wing Chun dummies?
Yeah.
It's like you do that, but with a person, and you do combinations. But they were just slapping.
Okay.
Everybody Wing Chun tonight.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
We are teleporting him from the park right now. That looks really uncomfortable.
It looks like those video game chairs that they sell.
Oh yeah.
Why do you have that chair, Zordon? Does Zordon shop at IKEA? Is that what's going on? They're trying to make that look like a space chair, but it doesn't. It looks like an IKEA thing.
On Aquatar, this chair is the height of luxury.
That looks like a thing you'd want underwater.
Why do you need chairs if you're just a species of floating heads?
But he's not, right?
He's not a species of floating head.
We don't know that
in another dimension or something.
No, we've seen flashbacks where he's in a ranger suit.
What? No.
No, we saw that early on.
We saw like some old wizard guy.
No,
the Japanese version of Zordon.
They allude pretty hard that it's Zordon.
Okay.
And we will lose his signal, which suggests he's broadcasting from somewhere. We will forget that later when we break his tube because he lives there.
Well, no, we break the tube in the movie, which is non-canonical.
No, I'm talking about the end of In Space.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, where like his essence goes out of the and then that's almost like he's in it because if you break the tube, he should just be lost in interdimensional space, right? Or in his time warp.
So right now, I think he's in a different dimension. Later, he may be of a species of giant.
Well, and we know for sure he's in a different dimension because when in Green with Evil, when he gets messed up by Tommy and he flies off, he's able to tell us what dimension he's lost in. He's like lost in another one, and he's able to tell us somehow where he is. He knows where he is. But I don't know why messing with the tube causes that to happen either. Because he's like, I'm in dimension like QX9, blah 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 blah.
That was pretty cool.
That was cool. Naturally, of course, it's Sentai footage.
Well, yeah.
I like this monster design though.
Yeah. It's a real standard monster, I guess, for lack of a better. It's not abstract.
That's true.
He's just a thing, and he could be like he could have been the big bad for like Ninja Storm.
He could have been a general or something very easily.
Yeah, I don't like Lothor. Lothor's design. I think he looks better.
Yeah, I'm not huge on Lothor. Wow, thanks.
You sound really sympathetic right now.
Next time you're sick, I'm just gonna be like, come on, buddy, you gotta get better.
Wow, thanks, Zordon. We would have never thought to use our Zords. The Putty Bowl restaurant. Oh, yeah, the Putty Bowl restaurant. I forgot about this. Does this strike you, Eric, as another thing that Zordon should have already destroyed?
Well, I don't know how recently it was founded.
Okay.
We'd have to check the menus and see the founded by date.
I mean, Zordon like already knows about it, but then he knows about things that have just happened that he's talking about as if there were a flashback. So, yeah. The cinematographic Dimension QX9 now with 24-hour ambiance. Thanks for making Dimension QX9 a thing. I'm just throwing out numbers and letters.
I get it because they put a lid on it after he said that.
I'm really glad you said that. I would have never figured out that joke. Yeah.
How are kids supposed to pick up on humor that subtle? He's got rake.
Yeah, and it came out of nowhere. DJ, they did it again. Use an effect. Use an effect.
No, you can just jump cut it.
Oh, use an effect. Make the wow. She's not consistent at all with how she calls. With how she makes monsters grow. And Goldar's back, and he's got his old Goldar voice again. And this is a Tommy episode. I'm telling you, I think they recorded the.
Hey, look, there's those motorcycles they never use.
Yeah,
you see those in the background?
Yep. Because about the only time we see him in the show is when they're just in the background, and I mean, we would have seen it already. This show doesn't have an episode where we get the cycles.
Yeah,
they don't use them.
They use the Sentai, and they do use them.
Yeah, but I'm saying like Mighty Morphin doesn't use them.
Why don't we use them?
Probably because we couldn't
sell.
Maybe for some reason, the way the footage was, they felt like if we couldn't use them here, it didn't make sense to have them.
Maybe.
Do
Or,
they have,
or maybe
like,
they only ride them out of costume. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
maybe they have like Japanese writing on them or something.
But that doesn't stop them with anything else.
That's true.
You remember those weapons we had a few episodes ago that said Zoo Ranger on the side? They showed up 15 times. That doesn't stop them.
Those are toys. Buy them now, children.
Before they blow up. We have another Zord, right?
Do you think that would do you think that would go past all those laws Ronald Reagan passed in the 80s? You can't make children's shows selling toys. If they were like, children, you must go buy these, otherwise they'll be destroyed. Like on the cover of that Flash comic.
Zero, the most powerful samurai weapon, the rake. Look at it, has a fanfare-like melody.
What do you mean you're in a landlocked town? You know how long it's going to take me to get there?
Could be worse. You could be flying out of a volcano. Did you guys know there's a volcano right outside?
Guess I'll just do this. It's all I'm good for now.
We'll lose half myself.
Just angry Dragonzord.
It's like Godzilla from Mothra. From Godzilla vs. Mothra. I love the idea of constantly pissed off Dragonzords so much. Oh, God, doing this again.
God, do you think once you can just call me to hang out? No, it's only to fight the other monsters.
I'm so angry right now, I'm going to eat a pole.
You guys got to hang out for 10,000 years. Me, I was locked away, secluded, bottom of the ocean.
Is Dragonzord the beginning of our obsession with power drills?
Yeah,
power tools
in America. I don't know about the previous Sentai.
Because man, we love our power tools in later Power Rangers.
Specifically drills.
Yeah. But Dino Thunder's notorious because it's also got a saw. It's also got a spinning saw at the same time. It feels like it also has a power tool theme. That's another thing we could have done, DJ. Power tools.
Power tools.
Because In Space has the like drill blade.
Yeah.
For the Red Ranger. And I think there might be another power tool one.
As long as Tim Allen is the mentor for that season.
That would be awesome, actually.
I mean, what's he doing? Oh, I guess he has a TV show, doesn't he?
I don't think you could get a big name like that to show up in Power Rangers.
They got Bryan Cranston.
In a TV show.
They got Bryan Cranston.
That was before he was Bryan Cranston.
Well, yeah.
And he was just voicing over. It was one of the first things he did.
Yeah, he's in Seinfeld not too long after this. He's a dentist.
I always really thought it was classy that he was willing to do that movie because it's like he's appreciating his roots.
If only that movie was more worthy of him.
I know. But man, especially, it looked really promising at the beginning when he crashes and he's in that suit. Just putting Bryan Cranston in a Power Ranger suit is like such a cool idea.
Yeah, I need to rewatch that. I haven't seen it since the theater.
I don't think I have either.
I've seen it once since the theater. I saw it twice in the theater, and I think I've seen it one time since then. We are going to do it on the show. We haven't decided where we're going to place it yet, but we are going to do it. Cinematographic says he was pre-New 52, Bryan Cranston.
Wow, that's impressive.
That's really cool.
This big bulky suit.
I was going to say, that's not a toy. That's the suit.
Things like that are just like... It's never going to look that good in CGI. Because I'm not going to be like, wow, there was a dude in that and he flipped around.
Yeah. We need to stop doing TV Power Rangers CGI.
Well, I just mean CGI in general. Like,
I know, but especially Power Rangers CGI.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mean like never. There are shots where it makes sense to do it, but when we're just fighting...
But that's a shot that you would do in CGI now. We just wouldn't have the ingenuity to just flip a dude. Do you think they do this not because they need the firepower, because they're just tired of walking?
Am I too much of a little kid for saying that seeing the Ultra Zord from that right now. It's a good. The show is just always a really good toy commercial.
Well, it helps that when you're seeing it from that angle, it is literally a toy.
Yeah, like it's rolling, and I'm just like, that looks like fun to play with. Like I want to get that for my kids right now.
So is there not an actual Titanus suit? Like it's just the toy whenever they bring out Titanus?
I would assume so.
There's shots where it's clearly like a big thing, but then there's other shots where it's clearly a toy sitting inside of a toy.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't think it's ever a suit. I think it's just maybe like a thing that they made that the Megazord guy stands in.
See, I think that TV news anchor guy probably came in for 1 hour and shot every shot he's in the entire season.
Well, he always says really generic stuff about Power Rangers.
Yeah, you're right. It wouldn't even matter what episode it was. The TV blew up. Did you see that?
So the point, she was having a bad day, and then they fought a monster. Like,
yeah.
What was the resolution for her?
I guess it was just she was having a bad. Like that's just she's having a bad day.
And then,
but like she was stressing out about this presentation she had to give.
Yeah.
Her, and then she just
went fine.
And then well, it was a lesson in priorities, that she had to be a Power Ranger and do important Power Ranger things.
Yeah, forget school kids.
We'll say that. Yeah, forget school kids.
You know what episode we don't ever get that we should get? Them having to like bring the Zordon tube and like dressed up in the suit to like a parent teacher conference to explain why they they keep running off.
I would love that so much. Okay, so next time, Star is Born and Yoke's on You.
Hey, that movie just got remade for the third time.
But then we get to do Green Candle after that. So look forward to it, folks. And if you're watching live, we will be back on Friday. So feel free to come hang out with us if you are so inclined. And thanks, everybody, for watching. We sure appreciate it. We're going to call it a night right now. We'll see you next time. I'm Captain Logan.
I'm Eric.
I'm DJ.
See you, folks.